Priscilla Gendron, and I'm a psychic medium, a healer, teacher, life coach, as well as the owner of the Spirit Lifestyle Festival that runs every year in Durban, South Africa. I wear many hats, but the one that brings me the greatest joy is communicating with Spirit. Welcome, and join me as we take a small journey and learn more about what I do. I have had this gift for most of my life, and it was only when I reached my mid-20s that I decided to do something about it in person and pursue it in more depth. Over the years, I have grown and developed my abilities and strengthened my connection with Spirit. The road has had its ups and downs, and it was through my connection to Spirit that I fully understood my purpose and reason for being here, and was able to help so many people find peace and comfort from the connections I was able to make with their loved ones that left this world. It was also a difficult journey, as not everyone understands what I do or is afraid of it in some way. Maybe it's the unknown or just what the movies portray it to be, all spooky and mystical. I see dead people, to coin a phrase. But in all seriousness, it's been a privilege to be able to connect with so many amazing souls, and also want to help their loved ones here in the earth plane find peace and comfort with their departure. I am a go-between this life and the next. Communicating with Spirit. So how does it work? So how it works for me may be different from how it works with other mediums. I call it my second voice, and being a Gemini, that's very apt for me. It's like having a duality to myself. There is me the person and me the medium, and we are both the same but different. I have a clear conscious thought, and then I also have another crystal clear connection and thought pattern that is not my normal train of thought. And this is where I get to connect with Spirit and the divine. I can easily slip from one to the next and be in any situation and place, and it'll happen even in the most unusual places, like on a Greyhound bus from Chicago to New York, on a long-haul flight from Dubai, where Spirit gave a message to an air hostess, or on a train trip to Rome in Italy. Where Spirit wants me to communicate, that's where it will be. It's sometimes being at the right place, at the right time, to give a message to a loved one. Most of the time, it's in the comfort of my therapy room, and that's where people feel safe and comforted by their connection to their loved ones. Doesn't always have to be in person either, as I do a lot of work online and over Skype, and the connection is just as strong. So what do they want to know? Their loved ones always want to know, are they okay? Have they made it to the other side? Are they at peace? And also, tell them I love them. These are but a few questions they want to know, and getting the answers leaves their loved ones with peace in their heart and minds. When we leave this world, everything that ails us in this lifetime is no longer, and we transcend and leave it behind us as we move into the spirit realm. The spirit leaves the body, which is the vessel that carried us around in this world, and is left behind, which is freeing for the spirit, as it's not bound by illness and pain anymore. Once they have left their bodies, they're able to come down and visit with their family and loved ones and give them comfort as well. So once the soul has departed, we ask ourselves, how can we communicate with them? How do we know they're going to be okay? And this is in the form of signs. Spirit starts to send you signs in all shapes and sizes, and it can come in many, many different forms. One of the first ones is in your dreams. When they appear to you in the dream state and you are able to communicate with them, you are able to talk with them, touch them, sense them, and they tell you they are okay. And it gives you peace of mind and peace in your heart. As well as in person, by sending butterflies, as it suddenly flies past you or lands on a chair, or circles your head when you're outside. And the same applies to dragonflies. Another one is a special song. Your loved one's favorite song playing on the radio is a crystal clear message they are thinking of you at that moment. Another big and bold statement is a rainbow. These are always a magical sign of everyone, and an amazing way to share and show you their love in a big and bold way. A message from someone that rings true for you. This can be from a total stranger that says or uses a phrase that your loved one used or said, or an action they said or used to do in the past. And even a message in the sky that just makes sense, and you then know that they are around you. In whatever way they try and communicate, it's not huge big billboards or them being physically in front of you. It's the small, subtle little connections and signs that may seem insignificant, but when you put them all together, it gives you comfort to know that they are around. So how do we cope with grief? How do we deal with grief is up to us, and only we can let go and move on at our own pace. It is a very personal journey, and not everyone deals with it in the same way. What's important to know is that we can move on, and it's sometimes hard to let go, and we find it impossible sometimes to let go. We are consumed by the pain of loss and not being able to move forward without them. I help people to find that peace and allow the healing to happen, and give them the answers they're looking for to allow the healing of the heart to take place. Know that your loved ones are around you in your time of need and help to carry you through your sorrow and grief, and they will know when it's the right time to let go of us and allow us to move on. We will never forget them or the impact they had on our lives, but we take the blessings of their presence in our lives and we are thankful for it. It's also important to keep the memory alive and talk about the person and what they meant to you. Don't linger on the moment of death, but on all the years before that and the joy and love they shared with you and the world. All our ancestors and loved ones are a constant reminder that we are here in this world because of them and their journey that they took to get us here. Embrace them and know that we are in existence because of 1,000 years of their love. Turn your sorrow into joy as you know your loved ones are at peace and happy where they are among their ancestors. I thank you for listening and hope that you have a better understanding of what it's like to receive messages from your loved ones and what a privilege it always is to be the messenger. Please feel free to contact me if you would love to connect with your loved ones, and you'll find my contact details at the end of the video. Sending you love and light and blessings from your angels and loved ones everywhere in spirit. Love and light.